We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Highly unlikely, you know what it is. My name's Drew. I'm here with my boy Raj.
What's going on?
Welcome to the show. We're talking about NFTs for buying prostitutes. Just off the air here. I think it's a quality idea. Last week talked about needing to actually make value with an NFT.
I think Warren Buffett would be all over it.
I think, dude, no. Mr. Robert Kraft would be all over it. We're talking about billionaire funding.
Real talk, though.
My guy would be on top of that shit. While he's on top of that shit.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Buddy, I've been chilling. It's been like a super stressful week just with exams and shit. I'm so like mentally just...
Yeah.
It's like, you know when you're burnt out?
Nah. Don't know nothing about that,
anything
bro.
about that.
I know. I'm a different kind of burnt out, bro.
See, but the thing is, like, I feel like when you're chronic, you're just in a perpetual state of being burnt out, so you're never burnt out. It's like
sometimes after you get burnt, take a little weed nap. You know, a little 10-minute-er. Don't even.
I bet you those
passed
sleeps
out,
are
you know?
super peaceful.
It's usually like I'm just be like sitting up on the couch, just like quick pass out. 10 minutes later, I'm up and then whatever.
Hit another J and away you go.
Flash nap.
Yes, sir. I imagine it's like, I've never done this, but I imagine it's why like alcoholics. It's also why like crackheads do what they do. But like, if you just always drank first thing.
Yeah,
after you drank.
That show Intervention.
Yeah. But if you just always kept drinking, you'd never be hungover. Ever.
You'd be sick as fuck. But yeah, you definitely
would be
hungover.
sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, you definitely you wouldn't get hungover long before that point. I think you just get used to it quick. I think.
What if you drank Caesars? Because I feel like out of all the booze, like Caesar has nutritional values.
Caesars don't get me drunk. I can have one and then I'm moving on.
But that's if you like first thing in the morning you take a drink of Caesar or two just to get the hangover gone.
Oh,
then you
right,
just chill.
yeah.
Because it's not like booze; it's like food.
What is it in the States? Bloody Mary.
I have no idea what that is. I've heard those before.
Yeah, but that's what I think that's what they do. They don't do Caesars in the States. It's Bloody Marys.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I could have totally just lied there, but whatever. I think I'm right on that
Bloody
one.
Mary.
I think I am right on that one though.
Not gonna lie, like, are you a fan of Caesars?
So what?
Are you a fan of Caesars?
Not really.
Me neither.
It's just nah.
But when you're like craving a Caesar and you get one, it hits.
I like when they put like not the asparagus in there, but what that shit do they
Pickles?
put in? Or whatever. They always get some people got some really loaded shit on the side. Like,
yeah.
You seen that shit? Like a burger.
Yeah, I do. I'm
bitch,
about to say.
What I mean? Like fuck. But yeah, I can have like one and then I'm gonna go right to the hard booze, bro.
It's definitely not like I'm drinking this to get drunk.
No. You never see someone drink like somebody put back 12 Caesars. Like fuck out of here, man.
But 6,000 calories.
Disgusting, bro.
Oh, Jesus. Can you imagine the puke the next morning? Just tomato soup. Ugh.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting, dude.
How you been, bro?
So what?
How you been? You get up to anything this weekend? This past week?
No, I had to work. So I went in. I worked all day Saturday.
Brutal.
Yeah, it kind of sucked. No lie. Whatever. It's not bad. Can't complain, bro. But yeah. And then Sunday football. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I missed the Costa fight. I gotta watch that shit.
It was a really good fight.
Yeah, motherfucker came in so heavy.
Dude.
Eh?
Dude, I think... Did you see Vittori's comments or anything?
Yeah, I saw the wine after.
He's calling Costa a cunt. It was fucking dope. I loved it.
But whatever. What's Costa going to say? You got nothing to say, right?
No, man. Like, you missed weight by 20 pounds and you still get your ass whooped. Like.
So what? From now on, he's fighting different weight class?
Yeah. Danny even said he's got to go up to 205. But like,
how hard was it for this guy to make weight, man? This guy's like a fucking huge
dude. At 205,
like,
he still looked big.
Fuck.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. He's looked thick as fuck, man. Yeah, he did. Like
juicy.
But like, you put no effort in it. I don't care.
No, not at all.
A lot of these other dudes do the same thing, bro. You know? But yeah. So, anyways, I missed that, and I also missed the Shakira Stevenson fight. Fuck me, I didn't even realize it was on. So, I'm late on those two. I got to catch up.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Shakira. I just watched the highlights of the Vittori fight too.
But yeah, that's about it. What'd you do?
Dude, I spent like 8 hours on campus on Saturday.
Week.
And then, sorry, no, that's wrong. On Saturday, I woke up to go to work because I was supposed to. And then my pops calls me and he's like, yo, can you come help me pull some stuff out of your grandfather's storage locker? So it only take like an hour.
Where is that? Local
in, like,
or no?
Burnaby.
Okay.
So not that bad, right?
Not
I'm like,
bad.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll do that. Go to work, go to the gym, then go study, right? Get to the storage locker. My uncle has a trailer because we're unloading the entire thing. It's not one storage locker. It's two. One of them is probably bigger than this room, and the other one's like half this room. And when I say it was loaded top to bottom,
like hoarder loaded
top to
yeah.
bottom, bro.
Dope.
So it took us 5 hours
Just to get to the shit?
clean, just like to clean out both these storage lockers. Like, dude, it was gross, man.
That sucks, dude.
So yeah, that was my day Saturday, and then Sunday I spent like 8 hours on campus.
See, work doesn't sound so bad now.
No, I was
No,
buddy, go to work, make money, chill out, not smell like rat shit.
I was on a walk today, blazing, right?
You get profile again?
Old lady, great.
Oh my god.
Old lady,
Yeah.
like super old with the dog. I see her there walking. You know, I've seen her a few times.
Is it the same one as the last bitch?
No.
Okay.
And so she like comes up to me. She stops and she's like, "You know, I always see you here." And she's like, "I just like the way you do your marijuana. You just walk so." She's like, "You just walk so slow and relaxed." She says, and I just started laughing. And she's like, "I just wanted to tell you that." I'm just like, "Oh, thanks." Just fucking laugh and walked away.
You gotta smash.
It was pretty funny. Oh, this chick's
You
so
have
old,
to smash, bro.
Oh, disgusting.
She's shooting her shot. What are you talking about?
And she's got, oh yeah.
Just out of respect for her.
But it was pretty funny. It's like, wow, a white lady actually nice to me, bro. Crazy.
Coming up to a minority, I like the way you do your marijuana.
Yeah. It was pretty fucking funny, man. But yeah, I had a good laugh.
Bro, you just solved racism, you and that lady.
Straight up.
That's actually hilarious, though.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny, man.
What are you tripping out about over there?
My pen's like leaking a bit. I put too much in it, but whatever, it's all good.
You smoking that shit that you smoked last week that destroyed me?
Yeah, this is some free samples that we got. So
nice.
Claude's gave it to me.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, so big news.
Tell me.
New leader of the Bloods.
Big news for your guy. Okay.
Alec Thug Life Baldwin, son. The new leader. Straight thugging out here, bro.
Yo, he got a body, dude.
Fuck yeah. Capping out here, capping bitches.
Wild shit.
Crazy though, right? Like,
dude, the whole story, everything around it is wild.
It is pretty crazy. So he was inadvertently given a loaded gun that had live ammo instead of dummies or blanks in it.
Which makes 0 sense. So
he's rehearsing a scene where he was due to pull the gun, sitting in the church there. I'm sure everyone's seen it, right? Pointing at the camera, and he gets the call saying cold gun, meaning it was safe to use, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he fired it, but he's probably like, we got a hot gun here. We got a hot gun.
Man.
No, but yeah, cold gun, bro, was obviously not cold. The girl was killed, and the director, I guess, took fragments, but he lived. But they pulled the bullet out of his, whatever, I think shoulder or whatever. But I actually found audio after what he said after.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy here, bro.
Yeah, super interested to hear this.
So yeah,
you're an idiot.
Pretty wild,
you're
bro.
A fucking idiot.
Alex out here with the red fucking rag hanging out of his back pocket, straight thugging.
You're an idiot. Dude, I totally thought that was an actual clip.
Yo, that was actual, bro. What are you talking about, bro? So, fucked up though, and like, yo, this isn't. I guess the movie was named Rust. No, was that the movie?
Yeah, Rust. I feel so bad for the girl, her family. Like, obviously she's dead, but like her family, like, she has a husband, kids, the whole bit. Like, it's so tragic.
And here's the fucked up part. So apparently, the gun accidentally fired at least twice before this incident.
The same one.
Yeah, like how the fuck is like nobody was injured obviously, but like how is this like still allowed to continue? Apparently, people walked off the set for other disagreements, like labor disagreements or whatever. But so it's like all around kind of a bad, like seems like a
bit of a gong show.
Yeah, and like the movie company comes out says though we were not made aware of any official complaints concerning the weapon regarding those 2 accidental discharges or prop safety on set. We will be conducting internal review of our procedures. Like, how much more official do you need? The shit went off twice.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
pretty fucking official.
It goes off once.
So, like, I don't know. There's rumors that maybe Alec Baldwin might be in a bit of trouble because as a producer, you could be maybe held liable. And the person who...
The armorer, I think it's called.
Yeah, nice one. I was just going to say it. She was like a rookie, right? She only had one prior job, which also she got fired from because she was mishandling shit. She gave a gun to a kid on another set.
Really?
Yeah. So apparently a lot of other armorers turned this down because it was just too low pay and way too many firearms to handle. Everyone's like, fuck that. You're not getting a qualified person, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So is that like negligence or something maybe, right?
Sure
I don't know if it is, right? You know?
I think it's like that combined with the fact that the gun went off twice.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look into what's going on.
So,
I just want to like...
Yeah.
Before going further, like, just like... You gotta like... Not respect, but like mention like how shitty this is for not only her obviously she said her family, but also Alec Baldwin. Like, he killed someone. Like, you know how like
body.
I would be an absolute wreck if I accidentally killed someone.
I heard he went out and got the Tupac Thug Life tattoo on his stomach.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Like, real talk, bro. It's like, this guy's straight savage.
Buddy, we should get a poster of fucking... Yo, we should like Baldwin's face.
Real talk.
And put it on that. Oh my god. That would have been so good for this episode.
So the assistant director, like, I guess, gave him the gun and said cold gun.
Yep.
He's had history of unsafe practices as well. This is real crazy. Like, the ball's getting dropped here. So he was reportedly fired from Freedom's Path, I guess is another movie. The gun accidentally discharged in 2019. Also on Hulu's Into the Dark, he allowed unsafe working environment, they said. So I don't know. It seems like everyone had kind of prior issues before coming to this movie.
Doesn't seem like the A-team of production crews.
So yeah, man.
What are we doing?
And now, like, okay, we all know my love or lack thereof for the Trump family, but this shit got me, bro. So Donald Trump Jr. hops all over this, right?
Oh no!
Starts selling T-shirts that says, "Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people."
Holy shit!
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
Yo, man, this happened what, like 4 days ago?
I can't remember. Like,
he's making shirts half an hour later.
Was it like he was right on it, bro? Real talk. This guy's
Jesus,
like real
man.
quick. I'm like, man, this guy's on his game, bro. Was it? I can't remember exactly when it was. Late
Not
last
gonna lie, I
week,
kind of want to buy one of those shirts. Though.
Yo, the shirts are kind of ill. But yo, we had, remember the Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's kid?
Yep.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Like, how after that incident do you even allow this kind of ammo on set and shit? Like,
I don't
apparently
understand.
the rest of the ammo in the gun were all blanks. This was the only live one.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
So,
but
what the
wait,
fuck,
what?
right?
Really?
Yeah, I just heard that today, actually.
How the fuck is that even?
I don't know, man.
Possible.
Pretty crazy. But yeah, Bruce Lee's kid.
He has a crazy story to that too.
So dummy bullets had been replaced with cardboard wadding, but the bullet fragment had broken off and remained in the gun. So that metal tip from the dummy bullet hit Lee's abdomen, and I guess that's what killed him.
Because there's like
he was only 28.
There was like 2 types of rounds. I think there's a dummy round, which doesn't have any gunpowder, but it's the full bullet with 0 gunpowder. And then there's a blank round, which has the gunpowder, but no metal tip.
Right, yeah.
And so what happened was there was a dummy round, like you're saying. The dummy round got fired, and part of the top tip of the dummy round broke off and stayed in the gun, while the bottom part fell out when the casing was ejected. And then a blank was put in, so now there's gunpowder and a tip already broken off in the gun, so it basically formed a real bullet.
Yeah, right.
Fired, and that's what killed him.
Apparently there was this guy, John Hexum.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing around with a prop gun on set, shot himself in the head. The blank drove a piece of his skull into his brain just from the pressure.
I was about to say, like,
And he was taken off life support a week later.
even if you're just messing around with blanks, if there's any sort of like fragments in the gun barrel, pieces of the actual blank cartridge can break off and like shoot people. Like, even if the gun was quote unquote cold, like if they're using blanks, there still should be no one in front of where the gun is being fired. When I was listening to like
This assistant director, like, would it be manslaughter he's facing?
potentially, because I was listening to The Fighter and the Kid, and Brian, who's like worked on a bunch of set, he's like, even when there's normally a blank round being fired, they set the camera angle, lock it off, and make sure no one is in front of where the gun is being fired for that exact reason.
From everything that I've read about gun
sounds like
safety, it's like they're pretty strict on this. Like, everyone's saying that.
Not on this set, apparently.
Like, I heard someone say if Alec Baldwin can remember a 120-page script, he can remember the gun safety
You would
fucking
think
shit.
so, dude.
But like, if the guy gives him a gun and says "cold gun," is it on Alec Baldwin?
That's the thing,
Like,
is who's
you know
to
what
blame,
I'm saying?
right?
So it's a sticky situation, but
I think it's the armor, because at the end of the day, like, the guy who said cold gun is relying on the fact that the armor did their job.
regardless, he's part of the Bloods now. So don't fuck with Alec Baldwin
Don't
anymore.
fuck with Alec Baldwin.
No one. I think everyone's gonna stay fucking 5 feet away from this guy now. Bro.
Yeah, there's no movie that he's ever...
He's the hardest guy in Connecticut.
I'd say in Hollywood, bro.
Fucking.
No one
red
else
rag.
caught a body.
Fucking. What do you got, bro?
Speaking of shootings, did you see that the shooting in your home country that went down?
Which one? No, I missed it.
I figured you might be a little too into this. So there was a super, I guess, like notorious like gangster who had been arrested and was being like, he was facing trial, right? And so this is out of Delhi, and this guy is like ran a bunch of different gangs, which like responsible for like murder, kidnapping, extortions, like full top to bottom, like crazy.
I like
shit.
him already.
Like crazy shit, right? And so he was in court facing trial for murder, and a bunch of rival gang members disguised as lawyers. And the thing in India is you need to like wear one of those, like, you know, those old school like retro like cloaks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I think the judge has to wear the wig, but I know all the lawyers have to wear cloaks. So they come in full like
India can't afford the wigs. We ain't got the wigs, bro.
No, you export all your guys' hair.
We get all the dirty robes from all the other countries sent over.
Just scraps.
Oh, yeah,
off the
for
street.
sure.
That's exactly it.
100%.
Dude, just wearing like a patch quilt in the
100.
courtroom.
You know we ain't going to the Chinese to get them made. We got beef with those fools.
No, for sure. If they wear Chinese robes, they probably look really good though. But
Cheap as fuck.
these guys came in the full robes as lawyers, and then while Buddy's on the stand, open up and gun Buddy down in the middle of the courtroom.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Crazy
you can't get
shit.
away with shit like that here.
Dude, no, not a chance you're
No
getting
way
in
you
that
can
courtroom.
pull that shit off here. They got like those high security courtrooms and shit for like all those gang cases. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty G, man. I
This
like
is
it, man.
some,
I
like-
kind of respect it, bro. I kind
Bro,
of
this
like
is
it.
some like movie shit.
I like it, man.
But
Just
apparently,
let everyone know Indians ain't pussies out here. So let it be known.
yeah, these guys gunned down. I'm just trying to. I pulled up the story again. I don't think they killed anyone else.
I was just gonna say, did they get the target at least?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, did they?
He was
All right.
killed, but then they were gunned down by police.
For
Obviously,
sure. They ain't collecting that
'Kay.
check, eh?
That's one of those things though that like you going in there, you know you're dying. So is it like, yo, I'll do this, but I want $100,000 to my family or whatever it is?
But buddies would be like, okay, you're dead anyways. I ain't giving it to you.
That's what I'm saying,
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
But is it like, you know, like Italian mobsters and shit? Like there's a big respect culture where it's like, yo, you take care of the family. I was gonna come ask you, is it like that in India?
I don't know, man. Like, everyone says that, bro. But more often than not, you're on your own, dude.
So clearly not. You're Indian and you think this.
Oh, for sure. These guys ain't taking care of nobody. I'll tell you that right now. I promise you. The Indians? Hell no, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Hell no, man. Better lock up the girls and make it rape. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that,
That's how we roll, though.
did you see this? There was a
Oh, not again. Not my people.
definitely not your future. This is the French we're talking about now. We're on a string of depressing ass stories here, but there was a serial killer who his name is Legrel. Like that's his nickname.
LeBron, LeGrill.
Legrel, exactly.
Yeah.
But he was like super prevalent in like the 1990s, and he was responsible for like 4 murders. He raped a bunch of underage women, actually, which is really fucked up. And then like apparently there's a bunch of other murders that he might be tied to.
Okay.
And they've been hunting this guy for like 35 years. been like a huge thing, right? Trying to track this guy down. Never had a chance, never had a shot. So this guy gets reported to the police as being missing by his wife, right? They're on a hunt for him. A couple days later, they find him, and he had killed himself. Before he killed himself, he had written a note saying that he was responsible for all these murders. Okay. And the police did like a DNA test, and he matched up to every single crime scene. This guy was a cop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice one.
And so this guy had like knew exactly how to get rid of DNA, his own, and every single site was scrubbed clean. And like in the manhunt for this guy over the past 35 years, the cops were saying, "Yo, this guy's got to be either like Central Intelligence or a cop because he knows what the fuck he's doing."
Fuck, I like it.
Yeah.
That's some twisted shit, man.
Wild shit, dude. I don't know how, like, I obviously don't know how, like, there's serial killers, but, like, a lot of, like, these guys are people you don't think would do stuff like this, whether it's, like, a cop or, like, a psychologist.
But, like, don't cops profile, like, how the fuck do you pass the interview to be a cop and you're going to be, like, a serial killer? You would think the cops would be like, yo, this guy's like too crazy to be a cop.
Bro, there's cops that kill people all the time when they shouldn't.
But like, how many bodies does this guy have? Like, we're talking 35 years. That's got to be a few bodies.
So far, there's a confirmed 6, 100%. There's a bunch more that they think that they got to run DNA tests for.
Crazy.
But like I said, like it's always people you least expect. Like it's a psychologist or a teacher or a police officer who kills a bunch of people or kills kids. Like.
Yeah, that's pretty twisted. No, that shit could be a movie for sure, dog.
100% it'll be a movie, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Netflix is salivating right now, dude.
Can we talk about the dumbest motherfucker of the week?
There's a few that are on this list, so you tell me who.
I want to fucking slap this person real hard.
Who?
Byron Kennedy.
I know
the guy who gave back Tom Brady's 600th touchdown ball.
Yo, I respect it, dude.
I don't.
I respect it.
Pussy ass.
Nah, dude, I
fill in the
respect
blank,
it.
you know what I'm saying? So for those that don't know, Mike Evans caught a 9-yard touchdown from Brady. Gave it to a fan wearing his 13 jersey, not realizing it was Tom Brady's 600th touchdown pass, right?
Yep.
So they realize it. They get like the equipment guy to go up, talk to him, right? They were talking to him apparently all commercial break, right? And this fucking pussy's like, gives the ball back. Didn't even negotiate in the beginning. They just said, "Yo, Tom wants it back. Can you please give it back? We'll get you some goodies, blah, blah, blah," right?
Yeah.
So Ken Golden of Golden Auction said at the minimum this ball's worth $500K. Very minimum. I guarantee you it's worth more.
I get it.
I guarantee you, right?
If you don't do that, you are so universally hated, and you're probably getting the shit kicked out of you by everyone
No, I'm asking for
you.
security. Escort. I'm not watching the rest of the game. I'm going right to the car.
They're not.
Peace.
Dude, they're not going to fucking escort you.
Sure they will.
Not
Security
a chance
will.
they will.
Fuck,
bro.
they will. Yeah, they will.
But when it's Tom Brady's ball, there's
you don't
no
have to give it back,
dude.
You don't have to give it back,
Dude, there's no chance. Okay, as soon as he gets out of the stadium, he's getting his ass whooped.
Whatever.
Probably by security.
I'm not giving it back, though. The guy's a dumbass. So you gave
dude,
away,
this is not
let's
it,
say,
bro.
$1 million for 2 jersey and a helmet and
season
$1,000 credit at the Buck store.
And 2 season ticket holders for this year, next year, and the next, plus a Mike Godwin and Tom Brady signed apparel.
Jerseys. Yeah, who cares?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you are the biggest piece of shit scumbag if you hold on to that ball.
You're the dumbest idiot for just settling for that, man.
You're a piece of shit
Nah,
if you
man.
hold on to that ball.
Pussy ass. You and him need to go fucking shack
You're
up a
way
couple
off,
of pussies
bro.
over here, bro.
You're way off, dude. Not a chance.
So what would you ask for? Apparently not much. Oh, I'll suck Tom Brady's dick if I can give him the ball back.
I'll just take a whiff.
Fucking
Whiff of his
guy over
underwear.
here.
That's all I'm looking for, dude.
What a
Just
fucking
a little
pussy.
taste.
I'd be like, yo, I'm sitting on Gisele's lap
I
for the
just
rest
wanna-
of the fucking however long you're playing, watching it from your box, nigga.
I just want to nibble, bro.
That's gotta be bleeded out.
What
right?
is that? That's,
So-
24 minutes in.
But I don't know, man. That guy's a straight pussy. Real talk.
Dude.
Shout out for Tony Romo. Tony Romo's catching flack because he was like, so when it happens, he was like joking around. He's like, yo, you better ask for a date with Gisele, right? Like, whatever. Super funny. Like, playful. He wasn't being like mean about it or nothing, right? So apparently he was like catching flack from people, but it's just like.
Okay, people need to lighten up on that. That's a good joke.
Real talk, though.
That's a good joke. I appreciate that, Tony.
Also here, sorry, one sec. Tom Brady was on Monday Night Football with
Like on the broadcast?
with the Mannings, yeah. And sorry, 1 second, I was trying to fucking.
Oh, there's got to be a lot of tension between those three guys. That'd be hilarious. How did I miss that? I definitely didn't watch that.
It was a Seattle Saints game. It was
okay, I was studying.
fucking shit. It was a shit ass game, anyways. Though.
Geno Smith, my guy. I've been telling you about Jameis Winston, bro. Is he 4-2 right now?
Jameis sucks so
4-2,
bad,
bro. Nuts, dude. Sorry, what's your record?
3-3 in the playoffs.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
your
see-
record? You want to talk, bro?
Jameis Winston 4-2. Let's
You,
go,
no,
my
no,
guy.
no. You want to talk?
No, I'm not talking about my record.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
yeah.
how good Jameis Winston is, bro.
Fucking bum
That guy
ass.
is putting up MVP numbers, bro. It's unbelievable.
So here's Tom Brady talking to the Mannings about it.
With him, negotiating with Byron, who gave to me. Byron realized he lost all of his leverage once he gave the ball away. He should have held it and then get as much leverage as
Amateur
possible.
move.
Hey, an amateur move, he
If he
says.
would have held it, he would have been sitting in the Tom Brady suite for the rest of the season. But, amateur move on his part.
Hey, I think it worked out pretty well. It just showed kind of what he got right there from it. But I'm also giving him a Bitcoin, which, I mean, that's
60K. Buddy, that's 65 grand.
Suck it, Brady.
Nah, dude.
Bitch.
Nah, you're off, bro.
But so even
Bro, okay, between the season,
even Brady says he was an idiot. So enough said.
buddy, that
Guy's an
Bitcoin
idiot.
could be worth fucking upwards of 500K in a couple years anyways.
And real talk, okay, how long now if whenever this guy gets in a fight with his old lady, she's gonna be like, well, at least I didn't throw away $1 million. I bet you that's gonna happen for a year straight, bro.
But he's laughing with that Bitcoin, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
laughing
maybe,
with that
probably
Bitcoin,
not.
bro.
But anyways, Byron, you're an idiot.
Byron, I support you, bro. You made the right decision. You're a good guy. There's not many of guys like you in the world. We need more of you.
Idiots.
Nah,
no, there's
dude.
tons
guys
of them,
with
bro.
guys with not heart. What's the word? With,
Yeah, you don't even
with
know
morals.
I
You know what
said
I mean?
idiot,
with
bro.
morals, bro.
Come on, man.
I appreciate you, Byron. You're
What
a
do you
good
got?
man. You want to stay on football?
Yeah, sure.
So we're what, 7 weeks into the season?
Yep.
What is your? I know this is kind of off the top of your head, but what is your kind of biggest disappointment, surprise? Like, what do you like? Holy shit, this is not what I thought.
Well, fuck a lot of shit.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
was
Let's
like,
talk about it. 'Cause we didn't talk about football at all last week.
I talked shit about Zach Taylor, and Cincinnati's the best team in the AFC.
Dude, Bengals are 5-2. Wait. The
not
best
north,
team in
in the
okay.
division, sorry.
I was like, excuse me.
What else? I was wrong about San Francisco being good in a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong about New England had a good week, and they're getting better, but I was kind of wrong about them. They had a slow start. I think they're going to round up in the form. The running game's coming a lot better. Miami, the hugest
Dude, Miami's 1-5.
surprise.
It's crazy.
KC, obviously.
Yeah,
no
dude.
one saw
The
KC.
Seahawks are 2-5 right now.
Seahawks, yeah. But it's cool. Like I think that's dope for the league. Ratings are up huge this year,
Dude,
and this
crazy
obviously
numbers.
plays a role in it because there's way more parity. Arizona 7-0, like a lot of shit that nobody saw. So I think that's dope.
Dude, the Cowboys, America's team right now is 5-1. They're Super Bowl, like, coming up on Super Bowl favorites. Like, this has been one of the craziest seasons, like, I've watched in a while. There's just so much shit going on. All the rookies are balling right. Oh, sorry, not all of them, but a bunch of the rookies looking really good.
Yeah, no, I'm super stoked for the season.
The Raiders are 5-2. Like, it's fucking nuts, dude. Okay. How legit do you think the Bengals are?
They're legit, dude. I've watched them a few times this year. They shut down Dalvin Cook big time. They picked up Henderson, Mike Hilton, Eli Apple. I'm forgetting a couple other guys, but they've all made a difference. Another thing I was wrong on. Penei Sewell, I thought they should have drafted the tackle.
I thought the same thing, dude.
And Jamar's just been lights out. He had a 200-yard game.
So sick, dude.
So what I was stoked about this week when Cincinnati is playing Baltimore, we know Baltimore likes to blitz. They have elite corner in Humphreys.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying to watch that matchup.
And he got
Jamar Chase and
burned,
Humphreys,
bro.
And yeah, it was
Like, not like, you know, a lot of the times. Sorry to interrupt.
unbelievable what Jamar was doing. Like, he bullies people in college, and I didn't know if he could bully people in the NFL, and straight bullying people in the NFL.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Most wide receivers who are rookies or even their sophomore season usually takes 2 to 3 years to put on the size you need to actually be physical with defensive backs in the league. And so a lot of the times you're winning on speed. You look at guys like C.D. Lamb, Henry Ruggs. A lot of what they're doing is Jerry Jeudy. It's based on speed. Devontae Smith is straight up manhandling dudes. Breaking tackles. Jamar Chase is breaking tackles, running around, straight up going toe-to-toe with legit defensive backs. And it's crazy to watch.
He had 201 on 8 catches. No receiver, had more yards in the first 7 games than him. He's got 754. Bolden had 621. He's on pace for over 1,800, 15 touchdowns. And this is the most eye-opening. He's averaging 21.5 yards per catch, which that's not sustainable, but that's fucking crazy right now.
But the thing is, that's through, 7 games?
7 games, yeah.
That's half
I think
the
they got a
season.
bye this week. Their bye week must be crazy good. They're partying hard.
Dude, he's putting up top of the league receiver numbers. It's crazy to watch.
Burrow was excellent. This is the crazy part. So Baltimore played the Chargers the week before. They made Herbert played the worst game probably I have ever seen him play. Maybe the worst game in the NFL. They were all over him. And for those that don't know, Herbert was number 1 against the blitz last year behind that shitty O-line. So Burrow rated number 1 against the blitz this year. And he picked him apart, man. 9 of 13 for 183 yards with a touchdown under the blitz.
It's crazy, too, because he's coming off a season-ending injury, and he's having a season like this.
The real shocker, I think, is the defense. They came in 5th in DVOA, 7th in EPA. They held the Ravens for 6 for 20 on 3rd and 4th down, had 5 sacks, 7 QB hits, and 8 tackles for loss. So, they're exciting. They always had the weapons, Mixon's playing good, the running back. They always had the receivers, like Boyd and Higgins and now Chase. Uzoma, the tight end, had some touchdowns. He's playing really good. So, man, to come in and it was like a statement game for them.
Big time.
They're putting the NFL on notice, they're for real. I think they're for real.
This was the Are You Legit game, and they proved they are because they shit stomped the Ravens.
Baltimore's got one of the worst pass defenses, obviously. I think they've given up the most 400-yard games this year than they have from 2016 to 2020. So, but they also are loaded with injuries. Before this game, so week 6, I read a stat that they had 14 people, I think it was, on injured reserve.
Jesus.
The Lions had 16. The Lions have no wins, and Baltimore was 5-1 at the time.
Yeah, that's why.
They got just speaks of their coaching, the leadership on that team. Pretty crazy. They have deficiencies like everyone else, but when they're on, and it wasn't this game, but when they're on, they're fucking fun to watch, right?
Okay, another question for you.
Yeah.
Cardinals, 7-0, looks super
huge game tomorrow.
Yep, looks super complete. So this is my thing: is we just talked about the Bengals kind of passed their "Are you legit?" game. I think this is the same thing for the Cardinals. How legit do you think they are?
One thing that sets me out: Devontae Adams ain't playing. COVID.
Oh,
and
really?
I don't know if it's gonna trickle down to other people.
Oh, for sure it will.
So
dude, that team is so reliant on Devontae at the wide receiver position. They got no one else.
Well, I think Tanyan and Lazard they're capable. And if you got Aaron Rodgers, you're always gonna be in it. I think it's gonna be like Arizona by 3. JJ Watt's out for the season.
Oh, really?
Just got announced today. Hurt his shoulder. Played the rest of the game, but now he needs surgery.
Fuck.
So that's a big blow. He was playing really good. But I talked about this. What JJ Watt you getting? Are you getting one that's healthy or not? And for now, it's always not. And that's the knock on him. And I give the Cardinals credit. They gave no one wanted to. JJ Watt wasn't getting the money from anybody else. AJ Green, the wide receiver, no one was giving him a second look. His last year in Cincinnati was really bad. He was I think, in terms of separation, the last rated receiver. And he's playing better than D-Hop. He's got more yards anyways. I don't know playing better, but he's got more yards than D-Hop. So Cardinals, shout out to them. They took a chance on both those guys. They were difference makers.
Big time.
Now we'll see if that Watt thing hurts him or not, but Kyler's just special too.
He's so sick to watch, dude.
He's special, that guy.
So do you think they're legit? Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, I hate Kingsbury's coaching. I always think he's the weak link on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, it's like I don't want to let myself like believe it. I don't know why. Like last year, they played really good. Kyler got hurt, and it was like just off a deep end, right? Does that happen again this year? You know what I'm saying? Like he's taking hits, and like this speaks to a lot of luck too. Like he's fumbled 6 times this year, has not lost any of them. Mm-hmm. The ball just happens to fucking bounce back to him, finds him. Like, and when you're good, you get those bounces, I guess, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, it speaks to like the luck they've had too. But that offense is fucking sick. They signed Zach Ertz. Mm-hmm. Like they needed another fucking weapon here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think they beat Green Bay. Too bad they don't have Adams, but I think it's gonna be close.
But I'm talking about like Super Bowl wise.
No.
See, I'm the same way. I just there's
you got to
something
earn your
about 'em.
stripes. So
That's the thing is this reminds me of Baltimore. I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Lamar had his MVP season, where they were just running through absolutely everybody. But when it got to the playoffs, they didn't look the same. They couldn't compete. I think this will be the same thing for the Cards this year. They'll make the playoffs, maybe win a game.
What were they last year?
Get knocked
like
out.
500, I think.
Yeah. So the year before they were shit, and then
they
pulled the trigger on Kyler, and then this year they're going to make the playoffs. It's good progression.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm really interested to see how the year ends. Like, start fast, maybe finish slow. Maybe I'm thinking.
I think one and done
You know,
in the playoffs. I'm thinking.
But yeah,
We'll see.
they're so fun to watch, though.
Well, there's the other team I want to talk about.
How about your fucking Giants? I let you off the hook last week.
What is there to talk about, man? We won this week.
Yeah, man.
We won this week.
Yeah. What is there to talk about? He says, you better cherish this because this is like the last one, bro.
Yeah, we play the Chiefs, then the Raiders, then the Bucks.
You got Monday night too, bro.
Yeah, I know. So it's good.
Yo, Sunday night, Vikings is gonna upset the Cowboys. You heard it here. Fuck, you ready for this shit?
I'm not ready because that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro.
It's not.
It's in Minnesota. We got 2 weeks off. We had the bye week. We're just gonna give it to Dalvin, control the clock, keep Dak off the field, hold him to field goals.
That's cute.
Vikings fucking escape with a victory, bro.
That's cute. It's cute. It's cute that you think that. We'll revisit this.
Yo, I told you they're gonna beat Carolina. You're like, no, they're not. They beat Carolina, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, man. Yo, who holds the last wild card playoff? Who?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, the Giants. Fool.
A broken clock is right twice a day, bro.
I guess the cure is to play Carolina though, because
big time.
We both suck. We both played Carolina, both beat them, and we're like feeling pretty good about ourselves. So yeah, sweet.
Carolina benches Sam Darnold.
Oh God, bro.
What do you think they do now?
He sees ghosts again.
Yeah, what do you think they do? They're fucked.
Well, there was rumors that they were going to be in on the Watson thing, but they're like, no, we're not doing it.
Miami.
But real talk, they were 3-0, but beat 3 shit teams.
Yep, same as Denver. Exact same thing.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Everyone just can't. Nobody can be patient, and like, I don't know. I said I like the kid. And I thought Panthers could turn it around for him. I'm not saying that they can't, but fuck, man, it doesn't look good.
He's not looked good the last couple games, man.
Okay, here's what fucking pisses me off a bit. Okay, you know, we always had a conversation, who's our favorite shitty quarterback?
Yeah.
Right? For years, I was like, Carson can still be good. I was like, and he was never good. I'm like, I know he can still be good.
Yeah.
The guy's fucking killing it right now,
is.
bro. What's that saying? If you love something and set it free,
it'll come back to you.
Yo, Carson's coming back.
But that's me
bro.
with Derek Carr, bro.
Yo,
he's looking unbelievable
Carson's
this season.
coming back, bro. Only one interception, which is wild because I think last year he had 15 in 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
So it for him too, I'm sure it's like fucking must feel good and whatever. Like, question: who is your favorite shitty quarterback now? Because Derek Carr is too good to be a shitty quarterback.
Yeah, okay. So Derek Carr.
So who is it for you now?
Is now I can't rely on that.
I have a couple.
That's
Baker.
See,
I ride for Baker.
I don't ride for Baker.
Yeah, but this is as I'm saying, this is my favorite band.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's gonna be Zach Wilson. I'm a ride for that guy. He's the next Josh Allen.
See, I think
in a few years, this kid's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
I think it's a cop out for me to say, but I think Trevor Lawrence, even though they're 1-5, has still looked really.
But he's
good.
gonna be good.
That's what I'm saying. It's a cop out. So there's not like Derek Carr's my guy. There's not really anyone like I'm just looking through the entire league of teams right now. I'm trying to think like
Yo, I got a candidate for a super ass
no one,
quarterback.
man.
You want to hear who's really ass?
Yeah, tell me.
Justin Fields having a rough time.
Yeah, I was telling you. I was about to say, I'm like, you're probably going to lay on that.
It's like, yo, I never thought I would fucking say this. Fucking strike me now. Matt Nagy was right. I'll never say those words ever again in my life.
On what?
But he was right. He was holding out Fields. Didn't want to put him in. He's like, Dalton. And we're like, you're crazy. He's not that crazy.
I told you, I like Matt Nagy. Now,
Fuck
I
Matt Nagy.
got to do a little bit of backpedaling here and support my boy. Their last 2 games, they played the Bucks and the Packers.
I don't care.
So it's tough.
You could have played the local high school
Bro,
team.
so you
Justin
just said
Fields.
the Bengals are the best fucking team and whatever. They've beat the Bengals. They've beaten the Raiders. They've beaten the Titans.
Have
Sorry,
you watched
that's
Justin
preseason.
Fields?
I have. He's developing, bro, okay? Leave it alone. You have Kirk Cousins. Shut the fuck up.
Kirk Cousins
I
is
know
one
I
of the
have Daniel
top-rated
Jones
quarterbacks,
before you
man.
even say it, bro.
Yo, check Kirk Cousins. He's one of the top-rated quarterbacks.
That's
this
great,
year.
dude. What happens as soon as the playoffs come?
Nah, it don't matter.
It does.
said he's one of the worst quarterbacks.
Yo, that is the only thing that
He
matters
said
is
he's
the
one of the worst
playoffs.
quarterbacks. Statistically,
The
he's not. Man.
Only thing that matters is the playoffs.
All right, well, at least I'm in the race, dog.
But
Anyways,
it's the NFC East. I could
Back,
be in the
back
race.
to Fields.
I'll be 1-6 and in the race.
He threw 3 picks, 4 sacks, 3 fumbles, which lost 2 of them. The Bears haven't had 200 net passing yards in their first 7 games,
Yeah, it
which
does
has
not
never
look good.
happened. And like some real, so on the first pick, he was told in his ear, "Yo, free play, 12 players on the field," threw and got picked. This is the second week in a row this has happened.
That he got that call.
That he got the call. This speaks to the fucking
Incompetence.
brutal, incompetence of the fucking Bears. Now, I will give him some credit. So, most sacks. Oh, sorry. So most sacks charged directly to QBs, other than the blockers. He's only responsible for 5 of the sacks. Mm-hmm. So it's not all on him. But this is why Nagy was right too. Their O-line is one of the worst in the league. So he's been sacked the most times of any quarterback, even though he's 30th in pass attempts. So over 14% of the time. No other QBs over 10%.
Yo, if you're getting sacked on 15% of your dropbacks, that's a crazy stat.
Apparently, they were chanting "Fire Nagy" when somebody tweeted out, and it was at an away game.
Really?
And they're still chanting "Fire
Oh
Nagy."
my God, dude.
That's fucking hilarious. So, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a rough road for him. But it is what it is. I like the kid personally. I think he'll be fine. It's just a
I do too.
long learning curve for him. So it is what it is.
I think I think him, Trevor Lawrence, are both going to be good. I don't believe in Zach Wilson. I don't think he's going to be good. This whole Dolphins thing, apparently they've already agreed to terms on Deshaun Watson. It's just pending his trial stuff. If it goes negatively, they're not going to agree to it.
Just the 22 cases.
Hey, there's just there's a few. There's a couple that are coming
yeah.
down the pipe. Not a big deal.
Make it sound like it's like a traffic ticket.
So if you're the Dolphins, sorry, not if you're the Dolphins, do you agree with this?
No, I've already said I wouldn't trade for Deshaun. It's too much of a distraction. I would ride with Tua.
That I also don't think Tua's playing that bad.
Tua lit it up this weekend, bro.
He's not
Lit
looked
it
that
up,
bad.
dude.
Like I get you're 1-6, and it's hard to be like, yo, we're happy with where we're at 1-6, but like you look at Josh Allen and how much time they gave him. He looked like shit his first 2 years. Like you got to give Tua's had 7 starts.
But here's the thing: Josh Allen has a fucking cannon. Tua's not.
It's true.
Tua's not throwing it like that, bro.
It's true, but still, like
You know what I'm
having
saying?
7 starts and bailing on your guy, like
Yeah, no, I agree. I would.
It's
I
not
just
enough.
wouldn't trade for Watson. If I'm Miami, would I try and get somebody else? Maybe, sure.
yeah, I'm saying I agree with you.
But
I'm
not
sorry,
Watson.
I don't think I'd get anybody
it's just
else.
too much, man. And like, the NFL came out and was like, we don't have enough information to like really suspend him. But like, I find that kind of fucked up. The guy has 22 counts against him. How do you not have evidence to suspend this guy? So
I think they got to see how it plays out.
and when it does, he's going to be at least 1 year gone.
Yep.
So as a franchise, I'm waiting a year. Nah, man.
I agree. I don't think
know?
it's worth doing at all.
And like, good luck trying to find a masseuse working for that team. Gets traded to Miami. Ain't no masseuses
I'm
working
sure
for
there's
them,
a
bro.
lot of masseuses that'll hop
Fuck,
right
man.
on that, dude.
Be like, guys only.
Mm-hmm.
Team rule.
That's
Dudes
fucking
only,
funny.
man.
That's built
Dudes
into his
only.
contract.
Yeah,
only
yeah.
male masseuses.
Totally.
That's fucking hilarious.
Rock, man.
The thing with the Dolphins, though, is like they have a solid roster. You're going to have a top tier pick right now. Actually, I think they traded
Yo,
it.
10 wins last year. Everyone's on Flores' dick last year.
Yeah, I know. Like, you have
And now
pieces.
everyone's like,
I don't know. It's like I say, it's hard to play out the rest of the season when you're 1-6 and your season's over. But it's
well, they were like,
I don't know.
They last year, if I'm not mistaken, they were like 1-4, 1-5, and then they reeled off like all those wins in a row.
oh really? I don't
Yeah,
remember
I'm
that.
pretty sure that's how it played out.
Huh. Well, there you go.
If that didn't play out like that, I'm sorry, but I think that's how I remember,
we're gonna agree with
bro.
it. But I mean, look at the Colts. The Colts are what 0-4, 1-4. They've rattled off 3 wins, and like what
They played that ugly game in San Fran too, though. That fucking weather was.
They've got the
ass,
Titans this week, which will be close. But then they've got the Jets. They've got the Jaguars. They have the Titans upcoming, the Patriots, and the Jaguars again. So like, there's opportunities for some wins.
Speaking of the fucking Titans,
Yeah,
huge ass whooping of the Chiefs, bro.
dude,
We didn't talk about
crazy,
it. So this game was over at halftime.
dude.
Titans were up 27-0, right?
Holy shit.
Mahomes was 5 of 9 for 41 yards for a pick and a fumble. He leads, or he's tied with Zach Wilson for the leads league in interceptions. I can't even.
Let me just say that again. Patrick Mahomes is tied with Zach Wilson of the New York Jets for amount of interceptions this season.
My boy now.
It's fucking. Do you think he's got the yips? Do you think something's going on? Or do you think it's just he's trying to overcompensate for a bad team?
I think
bad
Kansas City
defense.
can't play patient football for too long. They just can't do it. It's not in their DNA, man. We've seen it years and years. Like, everyone's playing cover 2, daring them to run. Like, that's what you do in that scheme, and they will not run it. I don't blame them. They can't run it, and so teams are continually going to make you go on a 12-play drive, and Chiefs just don't want to do that. That's not their football.
They don't have him in him.
And I don't blame them. Yo, this is the thing. Like, I'm not fully giving up on him. Like, fuck, they got Pat Mahomes. Like,
And
the
they're
guy's
only-
special.
And they're only
Like,
3-4. It's a long
some
season.
of the metrics are crazy that they still lead in. Like, third down conversion. Last I checked 2 weeks ago, they were 20% above the second place.
That's fucked.
Like, it's like, so, like, they still, it's there, but I think they just don't want to play patient football.
They're also like what, a fumble or 2 fumbles.
And they have a lot of
from
bad
having 2 more.
areas. It's not just 1 or 2 things, bro. It's a lot of bad.
Yeah.
It's not just the defense.
But
it's
they're
the
also
O-line.
like, I agree.
It's
I
the
agree.
running game.
I agree.
It's, you know what I mean? It's like,
But they're also like really close to being, 5-2 or 4-3. So like, there's a long season, and I think they'll turn it around. But there's definitely something going on. I personally think it's kind of what you're saying, but I think it's not built into their DNA. I think it's Patrick being like, and even Andy Reid to some extent being like, yo, this defense is so fucking bad. It's almost like, I think they're averaging like a touchdown given up per drive or something. Like, it's like 6 points like on average allowed per drive or something stupid.
okay, so
Like, if Patrick Mahomes, sorry, but I want to keep going on this.
Yeah, go hard. Yeah,
Patrick
finish up.
knows that on average, like the other team is going to get a field goal at minimum, more than likely get a touchdown. When you have that on your mind, you are making plays. You're forcing the ball because you know you have to make a play. It's like playing from behind. He basically has to play from behind from the minute the game starts.
we've seen it, though. We've seen him play from behind a lot, like 2 years ago in the playoffs.
Buddy, not for 60 minutes. Like, that's so hard to do week in, week out. And they're 3-4, and he's been having to do that. Like, until they fix this defense,
Wait till the
they're not
going
gonna be able to do
they
this,
can't
man.
afford less. They can even
Yeah.
afford less players. Wait,
So
and
I-
like, okay,
they're in a bad
do you
spot
think
right
their
now,
Chiefs
man.
regret signing to that fucking deal?
I don't at all.
I like him. He'll be fine. He posted a 6.1 QBR. Previous low was 37.4.
Yeah, it's tough.
So like, Derrick Henry threw more passing touchdowns than
Dude,
Pat
Derrick
Mahomes.
Henry's a machine.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Okay, yo. He won't get it just because he's not a QB, but like, he's on pace for what? Like,
Oh, don't say that. Like the AP
over
won MVP, right?
over 2,000 yards.
He's in the conversation. He has to be.
What's the other stat? How many touchdowns? It's something like retarded. I think it's like 20 touchdowns, 2,000 yards. Like, he has to be in the conversation for MVP, and if he's not, like, this is fucked. Like, you can't. If Derrick Henry maintains the pace he's at, he has to win MVP. He has to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. He's definitely.
See, I'm saying I think I would be shocked. It's so quarterback favorited.
I wouldn't. I've seen AP win it, so it wouldn't be that big of a shock to me.
That was a while ago, though.
But precedent,
I guess, yeah, okay.
You know,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
fair
saying, though. And, like, we've seen this guy do it. Like, you see, they played Buffalo in that second half of the Buffalo game. Just the threat of him. And, like, you saw it in this Kansas City game, too. You don't even have to give him the ball. The play action is so ridiculous.
They just play action. Every play.
It's just...
Every single play.
And the linebackers are already shit, and they're biting so hard. And I get it. Like, it's fucking Derrick Henry. Like, of course you're going to bite. A.J. Brown went off. And, like, here's the thing. KC did a decent job. Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry only had 86 yards on 29 carries. Mm-hmm. I would take that every fucking day of the week. Mm-hmm. Now, A.J. Brown had 133 yards. But, again, that's coming off the run game. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't know. KC, it's all bad. Like I said, it's not just like the defense. They spent all that money on O-line, and they're fucking horrible. Not saying they can't get it together, but it's bad, man. Like, fucking Nick Wright having a heart attack, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I love that shit,
It's all bad, man. So
if the Titans, because their next two games are the Colts and then the Rams, the 8 games they have after that, they could easily win out. They play Saints, Texans, Patriots, Jaguars, Steelers, Niners, Dolphins, Texans.
Okay, I say they split the next two. I say they lose to New England.
So they split the next two, then go 7-1. I can see that for sure.
I can't remember the rest of the teams you said, but whatever.
The only teams they'd lose to are Niners and Steelers.
Speaking of New England, so this is another thing. Everyone's shitting on Mac Jones, and I don't get it. It's like, so not everyone has the Josh Allen arm, right? You're not going to win NFL games the same way on every team. Every team's going to do it different.
Yep.
Whatever they have is how they're going to play the game. Not everyone fucking plays the game the same. Mac Jones currently rated QB 12 on the year by PFF. So that's higher than Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and Pat Mahomes. Next closest rookie is Zach Wilson, and he's QB 28. So they had the big 50-plus points this week, right?
Yep. I think he's thrown for over 300 yards the last 2 weeks.
Is that right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know he did this week. I'm pretty sure the week before that as well.
So
I might be wrong on that.
We talked about his accuracy. He was 11-11 between the painted numbers this week. That's the most without an incompletion by a QB in 2 years. And in rookie QB categories, he's first in fucking pretty much everything. I won't go through it, but literally everything you could think of. New England has a top 10 scoring offense, points per game through the first 7 games. And
that I didn't know. That surprises me.
You know, like I said, I think they're just coming on now. Judon's a beast. But, like, I don't know. Mac Jones gets a lot of hate. And, maybe because he's not flashy and everyone wants to say dink and dunk.
That's exactly it. He's not flashy.
Who cares? Nobody remembers how you won. They just want to remember if you won.
Yep.
And this kid's going to be good, bro. And, like, real talk, too, New England has the wide receivers. No disrespect, suck.
They're shit. He has no one to throw deep to, and he's made a couple
of nice tight ends,
deep
there's always
throws.
one of them that's injured. They got the 2 tight ends, and one of them's always injured. But anyways, he seems to be fine. So just give him a bit of love. White boy needs a little love there for sure.
He'll be good.
I think so too.
And I think as his game develops and he gets more comfortable and they start to get some weapons at wide receiver, like he's made some good throws down the field. They're just very rare, like far in between. So I think
he'll get there.
I think he will get there. And I've been a little bit critical of him, but like after this week, I'm like, okay, you can't hate on him that much. When he's looking that good, like
Baker, like,
and
he's a game manager
I like Garoppolo.
You know
like I like him a lot more than most people.
Oh, another thing I was wrong on. I was like, Garoppolo won't get hurt. He'll be a good quarterback this year. Yeah. Wrong on that one too.
And Trey Lance is not looking like he's ready to play
right
now.
Yo, season's done. Shanahan, fighting for your job. I would honestly, Trey, you got the rest of the season. Honestly, that's what I would do at this point. Season's done. Like, let's see what we got in this kid.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Jimmy G.
100%.
It's been real. Sit your ass on the bench. You got more time to date these porn stars. And
I'd
Trey,
date Jimmy G if I could.
Go hard, right? So.
Because they're playing. They're next to. They play the Bears, which they'll win. They might lose, but.
Garoppolo against Fields, that's gonna be ugly, bro.
Yeah, but then they play the Cards and the Rams, which is 2 losses. They play the Bengals upcoming, then the Titans later on, and again the Rams later on. So you're not making the playoffs, and you pretty much know you're not making the playoffs.
So I'm saying, let's see what we got in there, kid. You lost all those draft picks for them. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It's a wrap.
Yeah, I agree. Play him. And even though he's not ready, just accept that it's going to be rough, especially for the next couple weeks here. But like you play the Jags later on, you play your Vikings later on, the Seahawks, the Falcons, Texans. Like you have opportunities to show out as Trey Lance, and so you kind of got to let him develop.
Yeah, and he's the most inexperienced out of all of the guys that got drafted. Mm-hmm. So he might need a longer leash. And like you're shit now anyway, so who cares?
Plus, realistically, like Jimmy's looked good all season, all the games that he's played. So like, I bet you the Carolina Panthers would be interested in him. Like, there's a bunch of teams that I think would pick him up.
Yeah.
The Panthers, Eagles. Eagles are on the fence. The Lions definitely would probably look at him.
Do you like Hurts or don't like him?
I'm so on the fence with Hurts. There's weeks I love him, and then there's weeks I hate him.
I think he'll be okay.
I think he's gonna be either like a top tier backup or like a bottom of the league kind of guy.
I think he'll be okay.
He just there has been no like consistency to him.
So I'll probably be wrong, but yeah.
There's been no consistency to him, and like that's the thing we were just talking about with Mac Jones, right? Like with Mac Jones, yes, it's stinking dunk. Yes, it's not pretty, but at least he's consistent.
But that organization is shit. Howie Roseman is a bum. The coach is a little bit in over his head, so doesn't have, like Colin says, not everyone can get drafted to the Chiefs and have everything fucking
it's true,
set, right?
But even like what we were saying earlier, like even with Trevor Lawrence on the Jags, they're 1-5, but you see moments where you're like, that's why we drafted him.
I've seen enough in Hurts.
See, I haven't really seen it. I think all the wins they've gotten are really ugly and kind of needed to be luck. Like it, I don't know. I personally don't see it. Not yet, at least. He could get there, but I don't see it. Anything else you want to talk about football wise?
I don't think so. No. What else you got?
Your boy, your leader, I guess.
Who that?
Your boy Trump.
Oh, I was like Osama.
So Trump he's been talking about this for a while, and we've even said this, that like Trump needs to either have his own podcast or YouTube show or network or whatever it is. We've talked about him having a network, right? Well, Trump, it was announced, is creating his own social media platform. And there was a company, and I've talked about these a little bit. They're called SPACs. So it's a special purpose acquisition corporation. And just geek out with me for a second here.
Yeah, I know what these are.
What it is, just for people who don't, is basically it's a blatant company. They usually come into the market at $10. Some of the bigger ones come in at $20. And what it is it's a group of investors, and they've raised a certain amount of capital, whether it be 500 million, 2 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion, and they have this money. They're a group of investors, and they're going to go out and find a company to take public. And you're basically betting on these investors. DraftKings did it. There's been a bunch of companies who did it and have been really, really successful at it. So you're investing, hey, these guys are smart. They're going to pick a good target, and they're going to be able to put that money into that target, and that company's going to grow, and that's where we're going to make our money. That's the idea. So an SPAC, it got announced that an SPAC was taking Trump's social media platform public. And this fucker went from $10 a share up to, it topped out, I think, $170 in a span of 2 or 3 days. Which is absolute madness for a stock.
Yeah.
Like those are like we were talking even before the show, like I've been into crypto and I'm looking at a bunch of projects and really into the space now. And like those are the type of returns that you see on like crypto. You do not see that in the stock market. Like, it was up like 150% over 2 days, like fucking madness.
Do you think this has staying power?
So tying it back to the whole like GameStop thing that happened a while ago, one of the most fucked up things that happened with GameStop is in the middle of the whole frenzy, Robinhood stopped trading on the stock. It basically didn't allow people to buy or sell the stock, which is market manipulation. It's completely illegal. Of course, nothing happened to it.
Of course not.
Robinhood stopped trading on the stock midway through its spike. So as a result, of course, stock comes right back down. It went from $10. Right now, it's hovering at 65. I'm looking at it right now, which is still, 6 times what it was worth. So these meme stocks, a lot of how they spike, and it's a lot of how crypto spike, it's based on momentum. And if that momentum gets its legs cut out from underneath them, it's going to stall for a bit.
Do you think the site is going to be successful?
Oh, fuck yeah, 100%.
You think so?
I think anything. Trump has such an established base. How many people voted based or making cake or?
So what?
Based is like a term for like you baste a chicken, or like you baste a steak. So when there's like a steak and a skin, you baste it with butter. Yeah. I said based, but I said Trump has such a base, like a solid base. But I said based. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I missed that,
bro. Too high. Okay, so
how many people voted for him in his last election? 50 million?
No, it was like they both were in the high 70s.
Yeah, so he has 70 million people who will tune in to his social media channel. For sure, it'll be successful, man.
I'm on the other side. I don't think it's going to be that successful. So we remember Parler, right? That was pretty hot for a while, right? That all the right wing guys were using Parler to talk. It's kind of like Signal or not Signal. I can't remember the other one right now. But anyways, so Parler, the downloads went from 517,000 in December 2020, I guess. Trump's on his way out, right?
Yeah.
To just 11,000 in June of 2021. There's other sites too. There's one called Getter, and their numbers are way down too. And I don't know, does it play a role that he's not president? Do you think that hurts him when popularity wise, or no?
For sure.
I think it does. I think it will affect the numbers anyways. Like, for sure he's got his base. I'm not saying he doesn't have his base.
But you look at like guys like Alex Jones who he's banned on all platforms, so he had to create his own, and he makes millions off of it.
For sure he makes millions, but I just don't see it. I don't think it's going to be as big as they think it's going to be. Like, I don't think at all, to be honest. Like, we already have a Twitter. I don't see everyone moving off of that platform to go to his, and
that part I agree with.
I think it's going to be a very small percentage.
That part I agree with. I don't think people are going to use the social media channel in itself to actually host their pictures and be on the platform. I think they will use it strictly to look at Trump content.
But what content is coming from this guy? Like, him not being president, what's he going to be? So what's he?
Dude, I'll watch his shit. I think it's fucking hilarious.
But here's what I'm saying. What does he have to offer?
Buddy, every single press conference he ever did, you wanted to watch him. The whole primaries leading up, you wanted to watch him. Like, he just has sheer entertainment value. And I think, yes, it won't be like some crazy Twitter or Instagram, but he'll be able to monetize 70 million people. He'll get what percentage of them? He'll make millions off of it.
I'm sure. No, it's not about him not making money. He can make money really easy off many different ways.
Okay, if you're comparing it to Instagram or Twitter,
long-term success.
If you're comparing it to Instagram or Twitter, no, I don't think it's going to be that.
I just don't see long-term success.
But I think he'll make millions off of it for sure.
Oh, for sure he will. That goes without saying. But I just don't. Yeah, I'm just not buying long-term success at all. That's all.
Two paid Orangeicle will continue to make his money.
You're obviously going to be signing up or what?
Buddy, I pre-release. It's not even available, and I'm signed up for it.
You're going to get the fucking toupee and do the orange spray tan or what?
Yeah, dude. I hope he does his own version of OnlyFans so I can see his penis.
Of course you do. You should, maybe you and that pussy Byron Edwards, or what was that guy's name? You can go look at his OnlyFans.
Nah, he's a beauty. Do you think Trump's pubes are like just as scraggly and thin as his hair, and it's like coughed over in the same way? I bet he dyes
blow dries it?
Dyes his pubes to match his hair for
does
sure.
Does it comb over?
Fuck yeah,
that'd be hilarious. Put some hairspray in there and blow dry. Quick little blow dry.
No. You got anything else? You got anything else you want to talk about?
Hold on here.
You want to end it on Trump's blow-dried pubes?
No, that's not on Trump's pubes, bro. Can't do it.
I can't think of a better topic, bro.
Okay. Last week we ended on that Bezos. So Musk, Tesla has become the sixth company ever to be valued at $1 trillion.
Yep.
So for him, he is now the most richest person ever recorded in history.
Really?
Yeah, which is pretty dope
crazy.
Title, eh? You know what I'm saying? So now, depending who you look at, Forbes or Bloomberg's billionaire index, Forbes values him at $255 billion, Bloomberg $288 billion. So I guess Friday Hertz, the rental car company, bought 100,000 vehicles. that was like $4 billion just off of that. So their shares grew 12%. They're valued over $1 trillion, so they join Apple, which they're number one at $2.5 trillion.
Which is fucking crazy.
You got also Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon. It took Tesla 12 years to get to this mark. Second fastest company to reach $1 trillion. Facebook was the fastest. So, and Musk owns 21% stake in Tesla.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, man, life's good for him, obviously. So, yeah,
the
good
reason,
on him.
The reason, like, so Tesla grew
Crazy.
40% over the last, like, I think it's 5 days or something like that this week, but then the 12% jump. The reason, like, just for those who don't understand it, why it's such a big deal is that it's indicative of the future. If someone as big as Hertz is willing to place an order for a fleet, Tesla has never had like a fleet order like that before. If they're willing to do this, other companies are going to do the same.
Yo, Hertz was going bankrupt in the pandemic. I remember who the fuck bought Hertz? Some rich dude bought shares. Maybe Buffett, actually, bro.
Really?
Yeah. And they were so close to going. I thought it went under. Obviously not if you're buying 100,000 Teslas. But yeah, it was that close though. I really remember reading these articles. So whatever, Elon fucking killing it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Him and Bezos need to fight on Triller. And let's do this. Put up the bag, you fuckers.
I want to see some mud wrestling. I want to see you
Fuck
get nasty.
your mud wrestling, bro. Let's
banana hammock mud wrestling, bro.
Let's fucking do this. Bezos.
Do you imagine
and
Elon Musk throwing a punch? You know, bitch, that thing would work.
I would definitely tune in though.
Oh, for sure, I'd watch it.
Oh, that'd be hilarious, man. Dan Campbell, the Lions coach, referees.
Yeah, I put money on Dan Campbell to beat any other coach in the NFL.
Oh, 100%.
He'd whoop ass, bro.
100. All right, wrap it up.
All right, everybody. Follow us, subscribe, like every platform or whatever platform you're listening to us on. Please do so. It helps us out a lot. Yeah, we'll see all you guys next week.
Peace.